Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. My voice is gone. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm so sick. Hold on, I'm fixing the music levels a little bit. Weeb! Thank you so much for the resub. Hello, welcome in. Hello. How's it going? And thank you, Pup, for the 5 months. Thank you so much. I have to take a shower. My hair is so greasy. Hello. Yeah, I'm giving... Ooh, she's raspy today. That's what I'm giving. Hi, Paula. Welcome in. Oh my God, that's crazy. 8 months. Let me go through my first and earlies today before I forget. Our first to stream today was none other than the Brewster. They do it again. Wait, can you hear that? Yeah, you can. Slay. I think. Yeah, okay. In our early truckers today. Oh my God. Hi, Pup. Now you're giving Emma Stone. Is it because of my voice? Hello. Our early checkers today, we have Mar, Cat, Starlight, Sunflowy, and Esty. GG's. Thank you guys for being here so early today. I appreciate you. How's your day going, guys? Oh, I didn't post my going live post on Instagram. I'm out of practice. I'm just gonna do it like that. Live. Come. Stuck in your typical way. All right. It's good enough for me. Hi, Tempe. We could just call the voice Smokey. When I picked up 402 from the airport this morning, and he said it sounds like I smoke a pack a day. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet. I was like, I know. Oops. All right, guys, I'm also live on YouTube. You guys could do !multi in chat and open up my YouTube stream as well. Oh, I didn't mean smoky. Wait, what did you mean? That was gorgeous. I was thinking 2 packs. That's so sweet. I'm also about to go live on TikTok too. So if you guys could pop that open as well, that would mean a lot to me. I don't think I'm going to be doing any gaming today. I'm going to do a lot of chatting today. But I figured I'll go live on TikTok anyway because they probably all forgot about me because I haven't been live in smoky eyeliner, less smoky Aunt Jean. But you know what? Aunt Jean also probably wears smoky eyeliner. You know? So like real. It's funny because I actually had an Aunt Jean. Hi, Lego Space Racer over on YouTube. How's it going? Hi, Triz. Thank you guys. If you guys pop open that tab and keep it there, that'd be awesome. I'm also going to go in 3, in 2, in 1, and then we're live on TikTok. If you guys could also pop open the TikTok chat and chat over there for a hot minute too, that would be super slay. Back from the con. I don't know what to put the category. What do I chat? Daily life, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll put it on daily life. All right, in 3, in 2, in 1. What do you mean show at least one camera source? How do you... It's not letting me go live. Show the hidden camera source. Okay. Hold on. I'm sending it to the back. Okay. In 3, in 2, in 1. We are live on TikTok. If you guys could go ahead and pop open the TikTok chat as well, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I think we're good on all platforms now. I have so much to talk to you guys about. Hi, Wixie over on TikTok. Hi, Bleep. Hi, Pup. TikTok did forget about you. It's true. Those people over there, I always get stressed. But yeah, I'm sick. I nobody over on TikTok. I got sick at the con. Animated Struggle says on YouTube, was TwitchCon giving out packs of cigs while banning good security? No, somebody got me sick at the con. Hi Paula, hi Lego, I me myself over on TikTok. That is such a funny message. I got sick and I swear to God, this only ever happens when I get sick from TwitchCon. I only ever lose my voice when I get sick from TwitchCon. It's because I also was screaming so much. Thank you for the heart me. I was yelling so much that I lost my voice, and then I got sick on top of that. And yeah, you should be resting, Chloe. No, I'm fine. I feel fine, so don't worry about it. I can take care of myself, but thanks. Hi, Sav, how's it going? I blame Kick somehow. Honestly, me too. So I have so many things to talk about. I do have some things to show you guys. I only can show you some things because I'll start with the first thing. Do you guys want to know, like, besides the fact that I got sick, would you like to hear bad news first or good news first? What are we feeling? Bad news or good news first? Would you like to hear the bad stuff first or the good stuff? Bad first. You got it. Okay. So, hi Angel, hi Jinx, hi Sav, hi Nobody. I'm okay, guys. I feel fine. First of all, I missed you guys so much. It feels so weird not streaming for so long, which is why I really wanted to stream today. Obviously, I came home a day early because I woke up Sunday morning and was sick as hell and was like, well, I'm not going to be able to go to the con for the last day, so I might as well just book an earlier flight home. Oh my God, hi Olivia. I got to meet Olivia at the con and they were so sweet and had the most insanely beautiful cosplay. It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So I booked myself an early flight home and I'm packing up all my stuff in the hotel. And lo and behold, there I am packing my stuff. And you know what is hanging out with me while I'm packing my stuff? A bed bug. That's the bad news. So, yeah, there was a bed bug in my hotel, and I found it the day I was leaving. So first of all, I trapped it because last year, Angel, thank you for the heart me. Last year, we had bed bugs at the hotel, a different hotel. And the hotel manager gaslit us and said that it was just a bug because it was like dead and it was whatever. And so he gaslit us. So this year, since I learned, I grabbed it and I trapped it under a cup and it was very much alive. It was a big guy, but it was no doubt a bed bug. I trapped it. I called the hotel and I said, I need the manager in my room now. And they were like, why? And I said, there's a bed bug in my room. And they were like, okay. She came up, the hotel handled it very nicely, mostly nicely. And she was like, yeah, that's, I'm so sorry. Offered to dry clean all my stuff. Obviously I couldn't because I was leaving. So my whole point is I can't show you some stuff because it's still sitting in my suitcase that is wrapped in a plastic bag outside on my deck. So some of the cutesy stuff I can't show you yet until I sanitize it all. Thank you, Alex, for the 4 months with your Prime. I got to meet Alex. And they're so sweet. Nice deck. Thanks. Get it together, San Diego. So I was like, is this just a San Diego thing? Brewster! Thank you so much for the resub at tier 3. Hi, Beefy Raccoon. Welcome in. Hi, Mace. I got to meet Mace at TwitchCon too, and he's so tall. Mace is so tall. I was at Mace's armpit. There's a picture of us together. I'm going to show you guys pictures too. I'm sad we didn't get to hang out. I know, dude. I'm so sad. But I'm glad I at least got to see you. You, Sid, and Forward 2 are so sweet. Oh, they're my besties. So the hotel did comp me for my last 2 nights, thankfully, which was really nice. So, Sav, thank you for the rose. So I did get comped for the last 2 nights at the hotel, which is nice. And they said that if they find more, they'll talk to me about further compensation, but I honestly doubt I'll hear from them again. I have to see if I got refunded. So I spent all day yesterday doing laundry, which was not how I wanted to spend my first day back. I am praying that my clothes didn't get ruined, but I basically had to throw all of my clothes in a high heat drying cycle. And then I washed them on a high heat power wash cycle and then dried them again on a high heat drying cycle. So that's what you're supposed to do if you were exposed to bed bugs. So whatever could have been there is definitely dead. However, I'm just praying I did not ruin all of my clothes because I usually have a lot of clothes that have to be hand washed. So it's either I hand wash them or I throw them out. Or it's either I power wash them or I throw them out. And so I'm really bummed. And then anything else. Hi, Brianna. I am back. Welcome back. Anything else that I couldn't put in the dryer. Like I also put all my backpacks in the dryer. I couldn't put my shoes in the dryer, so they're also outside. I have 4 pairs of shoes just in a garbage bag outside. The other thing that sucks is I don't live in a warm area. So usually people say put it in a trash bag, tie it, and leave it out in the sun and like cook them. But it's 50 degrees here, so that's not going to work. I also live in community living, so if I left it outside, someone would throw it away. JP, thank you for the 8 months. Literally. Marcus! Thank you so much for purchasing from my merch shop. That's so sweet. Yes, Brianna, I did get sick at the con, if you couldn't tell by my awful voice. I did get sick. Latry, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Or is it La Triquito? Is it Triquito? Is that how it is? Thank you so much. Thank you for the stretches. I didn't shave my armpits, so you guys have to deal with that. Hi, Marie. You know what, Sam, though? All in all, I didn't have a bad experience. I sound like Elmo going through puberty when I'm sick. Oh, Marcus, thank you so much. It means so much. I still will sit here and say I had the best time at TwitchCon. However, I do have a lot of things to talk about, good and bad. But that was, I think, the worst thing that happened. 2 years in a row, bed bugs. I don't know how this has happened to me twice. And I don't even know who to talk to about it. It was a different hotel, but both hotels I booked through the TwitchCon block. So I'm like, yeah, Alex, this happened to us last year. So last year, Sydney, her husband, and I checked into a different hotel that we booked through the block. And we just checked the bed really quick. And the first corner we pulled back had an exoskeleton of bed bugs. And the hotel manager gaslit the hell out of us and basically cornered us and wouldn't let us leave until we told him that we wouldn't tell anybody. It was a really awful experience. And we demanded a refund. And so he refunded us for our hotel. And then we had to find an Airbnb the same day. This year, the hotel was wonderful. It was a beautiful hotel. I don't even want to tell you what hotel it was because I really don't even think it's the hotel's fault. Last year, that hotel was disgusting and it was their fault. But this year, this hotel was super nice, really clean. I honestly don't know where the bed bug came from. So And we only found one. Sydney's husband, Chicken City, thank you for the follow, welcome in. Sydney's husband ripped apart my hotel room for me and checked everything and didn't find a second one. So, and they refunded me 2 nights. And I'm like, that was very nice. And I only asked for 1 night to be refunded. So, and they refunded 2. So I was like, that's very, very nice. They were very accommodating. Can you tell me in this voice how Tylenol causes autism? Hi, Hyacinth. I'm doing well, Hyacinth. I'm just sick. That's all. I'm not even like bad sick. I'm just like head cold sick. Not even. Like I just have a nasty cold. I didn't take a COVID test, but I don't feel like I have COVID. I don't have any body aches. It's just this side of my face is really congested and my voice is gone. Half because of being sick and half because I yelled so much. Probably didn't know they had them. I honestly, I don't know. I have a lot of theories about where it came from, but I don't want to like get into it too much because there's no point. But yeah, Marshmallow, welcome in. We out, welcome in. How's it going? But yeah, so sorry. Hi, Derry. Oh, she's raspy today. Hi, Dara. How's it going? Did I call you Derry? I'm sorry. I don't know what I just called you. Hi, Kevin. It's National Apple Day. From Ecuador. Welcome in. I used to have a friend who was from Ecuador. Good to see you, Matt. Gonna get some food. Enjoy. Illy. Nose. Thank you so much for upping to a tier 2. That's so sweet. We are everywhere. I'm doing well today, guys. Thank you for asking. Nose, that was so sweet. I have a ton of pictures to show you guys too. I didn't prepare super much, but you know, we rally. I think I'll just show you my Twitter post and do it that way because I think it makes it easier. Say hi to the only ginger left of you to avoid her awkwardly asking and said she can't shoved a camera in front of you. Oh my God, Dara, I was avoiding. So what's funny about that, Dara, is I didn't know who she was. And I saw her live streaming and I kept stepping to the side because I didn't want to be on her stream. And then all of a sudden she shoved a camera on my face. She was very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. And then I was on a stream and I was like, what's happening? Hi, Courtney. Welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the heart me. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. Saw you on recommended. Wanted to come say hello. Hello. 9 times out of 10, bed bugs come from guests. They could have stayed in the room before you. And normally there's a room that often has them. And if they're there, we know. Ay, ay, ay. I missed you while you were at the con. Thank you, Brianna. I missed you guys too. I did. I really did. I was so happy to be home. I really was. The only thing is that my head feels like it's going to fall off a little bit because I'm so congested on one side of my face that I'm like, I just did my makeup so half-assed like 10 minutes before stream. I was like, done. Throat lozenges I'm throwing when. I have a bunch, so I'm good. And my throat doesn't hurt anymore. So for me, it's more so just the congestion and the cough. So, yeah. While you were at the con, my girlfriend broke up with me. I am so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. Throat coat. I have this numbing spray that my mom got me, which is really sweet. Also, you know what's so sweet? I came home and my mom fully stocked my fridge. She fully stocked my fridge with a whole rotisserie chicken, quesadillas, my favorite Olipop sodas, like ginger ales, everything. I was like, that's really sweet. And she got me muffins. Thank you, Harley. My mom is so sweet. I hope the fog in my noggin fades. I know, it's the worst. The head falling off is the only thing that's going to make me take a COVID test because that's how I felt when I had COVID. But I really just think I'm just congested. You know what, Brewster? Probably. That's Precious. She's so sweet. You said you had a friend. I did. I haven't talked to him in years. Tell your mom I said thank you for taking care of my favorite streamer. Oh. I tried a Jinchi for the first time yesterday and I thought of you. I loved it. Did you try it from Olipop? Hi, Ollie. How's it going? Hi, Honey Pup. It's so good to see you guys. I missed you. I won't black out. Oh, I want to show you this charm I got. I didn't buy really anything from Artist Alley. This is the only thing I bought from Artist Alley, actually. Because usually I spend my Sunday shopping at Artist Alley. And I didn't get to be at the con on Sunday, so I kind of missed out. But I did look around, so I'm happy about that at least. Hi, Jojo. Yes, I got to meet Jojo. Oh my God. There we go. Oh, it was so good to meet you too. I thought 402 was Ian. Oh my God, I know. You know what's so funny, Dara, is that 402 told me about that. It was like, yeah, this random person I met and their name was so-and-so. And I was like, oh my God, that's Rebecculous. I know her. And he was like, I know. The way they met was like so random. I think you need the Minecraft creeper head fridge for Louis instead. I'm sorry, what? Did you go to the Sims booth? Nope. I didn't get to do a lot, honestly, because I was sick. I didn't get to go to the Sims booth, but I did go to the Sims party. I was invited to go to the EA Creator event. They had a Sims party on a rooftop bar. It was really fun. It was on Thursday night before the partner party. And I got to go to that, and I got to meet Alexa, which was super cool. And then Sydney was really sweet and went to the Sims booth on my behalf and picked up what was there for me. Because since I'm an EA creator, I got to like pick out stuff, and they kept it at the booth for me. And since I couldn't get there on Sunday, she picked it up for me, so I was able to get it. And I can show you that stuff because I washed it. I fried it. But I got a cool tote bag and like merch and stuff. It was really fun. It was really fun. Michael, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Let me show you guys some pictures. Let me show you pictures. Maybe I can send them all to myself on Discord first. I think that might be easier. Let me do it this way. Morgan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How did the jar of babies do? They're gone. Guys, we had a casualty. I'm so sorry. The jar of babies that represented all of you at TwitchCon has died. Oh, hi, Sid. Hi, Squid. Hello. Hi, Sydney. Raiders, how are you doing? Sid, thank you so much for bringing the buddies over. How are you? Sid, how was your stream? I tagged you in my Lego Creeper post on Insta. I'll go check it out later. Hello. Alexa! I can't believe it's been 4 months. That's crazy. How did the jar babies go? So my jar of babies got confiscated at TSA. Shouts out to everyone who warned me that they'd get confiscated at TSA. They did, in fact, get confiscated at TSA. So, unfortunately, sorry. Unfortunately for us, there's no jar of babies any longer. Oops. I sent you an important photo. Sid, this is... Why am I angry in this photo, Sid? Why am I evil? When Alina was telling me about the jar of babies, I was so incredibly concerned. Why am I evil? I don't understand. I'm sending myself photos so I can show them all because I forgot to do this part. You know what? Cut me a break though because I am sick. Okay? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. No control. No control. Bob's on the no-fly list now. Please perceive the X's on your knees. Oh my God, I didn't notice that. Just don't accidentally share my DM. Dude, I panicked when you did that. I was like, oh no, what did we say? I was gonna like send you in chat being like, please don't accidentally screen share our DMs in our group chat. Because that would have not been good. All right, guys, I'm almost done sending these to myself. I don't care, it's obvious. No control. I'm gonna lurk, no worries, dude. It's the way you're singing still sounds angelic. All right. I think you need to stop pulling my leg. Some of these pictures are so funny. This. I added that and this. I may have repeats in here because my brain's not processing any information. So you might see the same photos multiple times. So apologies. Dill, thank you so much for the 4 months, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Sid, there's so many pictures of me flipping off the camera. What is happening? Okay, I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure. They're all out of order, so I apologize. I died when 402 panned to you day 0 and you looked defeated. Wait, I don't remember what it was. I don't even know what you're talking about. 1983 is calling. All right, let's do it this way. All right, let's see what we got here. Here we go. You looked so mad on So Stream too. I wasn't. Hi, Connor. Welcome in. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, we didn't take a picture together. I thought about that. I was like, great. We like met so quick because we were running off to do something else. I'm also sick now, if you couldn't tell. I guarantee it was the mouth breather in that one panel where I turned to Spress and said, I smell someone's tonsil stones. I was like, help. I didn't take pictures with anyone, neither did I. I took no pictures. The only pictures I have are because somebody else. What? Guys, I'm serious. Someone was mouth breathing and I said that to him. I'm gonna need to be a bubble boy if I go to TwitchCon. Honestly, Jonesy, why do you keep sniffing at gatherings? I can't help it if I smell like through my nose. I'm wearing a mask next year. I'm wearing a mask next year when I'm in crowds. Because this is the second year this has happened to me where I got sick at the con quickly. Last year I got lucky. I didn't get sick at all. Not even after. But Vegas, I got super sick. This year I got like kind of sick. Next year I'm wearing a mask. But like I know people that wear masks that still got sick. So it's like, yeah, Wixie, they were making people take off their masks. I have a lot to say about all that stuff, but I will get to it after I show you guys my pictures because these pictures are important and they're cute. All right. Hold on, I'm going to open it like this. Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me grab a sideways photo and see what that looks like. Where's the sideways photo? Oh, great. So none of these are sideways. So I guess it's fine. If there's a sideways photo, I'll fix it. So I'm going to walk you through my trip in San Diego. Here's me in 402. This is, okay, wow. This is me in 402. But he's not paying attention. I sent this picture to my dad. Wait, I have to show you guys the funniest thing. I sent this picture to my dad. I have to show you these texts because it made me, it made me die. I was sending my dad pictures of, wait. Oh, it was in my group chat with my parents. I sent my dad pictures of us at the zoo, right? Pictures of us at the zoo. And then the selfies of me and 402 and me and Sid. And this is what he sends back. Hi, just finishing lunch. And it's a selfie of my father. Which one of you three is the pothead? Because the background of this photo says pothead. And then I said, nice photo, LOL. He goes, it was 55 degrees here today. I said, it's 69 here, beautiful. And he goes, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? It's like, he was like, shut up. Hi, Syra? I was crying. I was like, okay. I correct you. Thanks, Dad. So this is the other photo where 402 actually pays attention and I'm out of focus and he's in focus. 402 and I traveled together there. I ended up taking an earlier flight back, so we didn't travel home together, but we traveled together. It was very fun. The alert isn't showing. There we go. Also, if you guys are watching on TikTok and you can't see any of the pictures I'm showing, click the button that turns your screen horizontal and you'll see like a totally different screen. It'll show you like all the pictures and stuff. So if you're just seeing me in my chat, turn it sideways, like click the button that goes it sideways, and then you can see like the desktop version. So you guys can actually see all the pictures. So you're not just staring at nothing. Thank you guys for those follows. Welcome on in. Hi, Steffi. How's it going? You said it's 69 in my pale Irish ass. I'd also say blah, blah, blah. 402 got a sunburn the first day. 402, Spress, and Sid all got sunburn the first day. Not me. I also realized, Sid, if you're still here, the reason I probably didn't get sunburn is because I use a Syra, got you, or Syra. I use a tinted moisturizer on my face every day that is SPF. So that's, I think, why. And my hair is so thick that it covers my neck. So, anyway. Then there's me and Sid. This is before we went to the Zoop. There's sun everywhere. And then this is at the Zoop. We saw a big tiger and he was yawning. What about your back? My hair covers it. So, like, I just didn't get sunburnt. You don't understand how much hair I have. And then this is Sophie taking a picture of the tiger. That's here. It was swimming. You can see it here on her camera. Isn't it cute? She's taking a picture. So I took this cute picture of her taking a picture. Yeah, I also wore my shirt inside out to the zoo, and I didn't realize until we got home. And Sid looked at me and goes, is your shirt inside out? And I went, is it? And she goes, sorry, I just noticed. And I'm like, great. Look at this baby being such a good boy. This is a baby. I think this was a leopard that we saw, like a snow leopard or something. Look how cute. Oh, and this is, you can't really tell, but this is a lion and he's sleeping with his tongue out. These are his toe beans. Here's his tongue. He was snoozing with his tongue out. Big boy lion. I take him home, yes. I want to cuddle with him. That's a regular leopard. Snow leopards are nocturnal. Interesting. I feel like animals, though, at the zoo, like their nocturnalness goes away. Like I feel like they... Did you see foxes? No, I didn't. This is Mr. Cheese. If you know, you know. I saw real life Mr. Cheese. Look at him. That's a large meower. Also, guys, if you didn't watch my new YouTube video yet, go check it out. Oh, pup, bad news. Stardew Valley's back in first place. But I will say, that was the first time that ever happened where a video was in first place before the Stardew Valley one for a hot minute. But this one, it goes Stardew Valley is at 458. The new one is at 245 views. And the one after that is 174. Based off of like analytics from the past. So ASMR today with the smoker voice. Hi, Michael. How's it going? You're so pretty. I hope you had an amazing time. Oh, Lane, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I've been tracking. So this was Mr. Cheese IRL. And then after the Zoop, I went to the Sims event. So this was the rooftop party and we got Plum Bob headbands. I actually have mine because it was not touched by the bedbug stuff. Hold on. Look how cute. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at this headband. It lights up too, but mine's not charged. They gave us these for free. It was like the coolest thing ever. Mine's not charged. I have to plug it in. Yeah, noob. The day that I was leaving my hotel, I found bed bugs. So lucky me. So I am in the process of disinfecting everything that I own so that I don't bring them into my home. I think it's just a San Diego thing at this point because this happened yesterday. Dara, I got refunded for the last 2 nights, which is more than I even expected. So thank you guys for meeting the like goal over on TikTok. Mumble, I would love to know some tea. I would love to know some tea. Free Halloween costume. Dude, I know, right? I know, right? I'm going to like slouch so you guys can see it a little bit more. So this was me at the Sims party. This is me and Amber, the Amber, if you know her. Amber and I we took so many pictures together and we hated every single one. So I joked with her and I was like, let me put something over our face. And she's like, okay, yeah, you can post that. So this is me and Amber. We hated how we looked in all of these pictures. It was so bad. I had a really bad bed bug problem at an apartment I lived in. If you need tips or tricks, please let me know. Cuckoo, I don't have my Discord DMs open, but if you want to post something like if you open up a support ticket, if you have advice for how to clean items that aren't cloth, like things that are like plastic or something, how to disinfect that would be super helpful. And let me know if I did the right thing. I think I did. All of anything that was cloth, bags, clothes, all of that, I put in a dryer and high heat cycle for an hour, 50 minutes. And then I washed it on a hot power wash cycle for 42 minutes and then dried them again on a hot cycle for 50 minutes. So I feel like that definitely fried everything the best that I could. So Floral Ember. Oh my God, mods, can we get a huge shout out for Floral Ember? It was so good to see you again, dude. Floral Ember was Things Nat Says on Twitch. UV light, it kills. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Floral Ember used to be Things Nat Says that we rated last year. And when I met her last year, she came up to me and was like, you were my first ever Twitch raid. And it was so cool because this year I saw her again at the partner party because she got freaking partnered. So it was really, really amazing. Oh, they'll all die. I'll make a ticket this afternoon. Oh, okay. Vacuum sealed bag. Thank you so much, Cuckoo. That's amazing. I did like wash everything like that and now it's just sitting on the floor. So hopefully they're good because otherwise I'm infesting everything right now as we speak. Anyway, then I met Alexa. And this is her taking a video going, it's Bobby Mac. This was us meeting. Steam the floors too. Oh God, I don't even have a steamer. It's so much work. Best day ever. It was my favorite. This is us cheersing our cupcakes. It was so fun. They had really cute food there. The Sims headphones are so cute, right? I love them. Ow, they're really sharp. I could hurt someone with this. Hi, Kaylee. Welcome in. I missed pictures. Sam, we just started, so you didn't miss many, I promise. Oodle, welcome in. And then this is me doing archery. Look. I got it in there. Did you see? Look, ready? It's going to hit right here. Bam. You see it went in? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Katniss. Yeah, I'm not showing you all the times I fucked it up, but I am going to show you the time that I got it hit on there. Alexa got a bullseye. Sid, I just saw your message. Right, yeah, she actually hit the bullseye after this and we didn't get it on camera. Right. You're very cool. Thank you, Zyra. And then this is me and Alexa again. Being all cutesy. This is me at the Sims event wearing my plum bob. I love this thing, dude. This is like the best thing I got from the con. Hands down. It's such a nice, well-made headband too. Like it's cute. Like it's a cute headband. It's stylish. Oh, this is Sophie's head. This is Sophie's 5 head. Better merch than the actual con. Yeah, and it was free, dude. The Sims gave us so much free stuff. You could paint the entire globe of Earth on her forehead. I see my friend in the background of that last pic. This one. Hi, Erica. It was free. All of this stuff was free. The Sims didn't charge us for any of it. All of it was free. It was very sweet. They really took good care of us. All the food was free. Oh, and this is Alexa. She was so cute. On her little name tag, it said, who is your favorite Sims creator? And she wrote Bobby Mack. It was really cute. I had to take a picture of her. It was really sweet. The Sims was like, no one focus on EA sale. We'll take care of you. Yeah, they literally did take care of us. It was so amazing. And I got to meet so many of the Sims staff. And they were just genuinely so sweet. And they really made an effort. And they really cared about us. And to me, I was like, I've never felt so well taken care of by a gaming company that I've worked with before. It was very, very nice, truly. And that's coming from like, I'm always very honest. I really liked working with them. I loved being there. There's the forehead vein I was talking about. Forehead vein, paid actor. Bye, Lacey. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you so much for the 20 months, dude. I appreciate that. Someone's got to take care of you there. I know, right? Burning up. Okay, cool. Looks has so many cute clothing. Dude, she's so cute. Her outfit's 8. Some of these are out of order. So this is us back at the Zoop. There's me and Sophie and Stick Thomas and Dr. Espresso and Planet Kenya and Sydney. We all went to the zoo together and it was really cute. I don't own cold weather clothes. Well, I mean, given where you live, it makes sense. I own so many cold weather clothing. Hi, Zach. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Best gaming company that took care of best visitors. IMO was Supercell. I don't know them. This was us at the Zoop. It was very fun. Oh, this is us back at the Sims event. This picture's cropped. Hold on. There we go. That's me, Alexa, and Soph. And then we're back at the zoo again. Sorry, they're out of order. I recreated my famous lizard picture. I went back to my favorite place. And I rode the lizard again. Mama's gotta ride the lizard. These kids gotta get off. Mama's gotta ride the lizard. My annual lizard picture. Every year I gotta take a picture on this lizard. And then we found a Galapagos tortoise, and I was steering. I was holding the reins, and Soph had my hose. Soph and Sid. We waited behind children for this. We did. And then we sat on this. Diva spotted the wives. Manta Gay. Almost 2 years. That's crazy. Bring Louis. Take a picture of Louis on the lizard. Oh my God. Louis would be so overstimulated. He'd be so scared. Oh, and then here's one of those like cutout things you take a picture with. I don't know why there wasn't a step stool. Obviously, I could not see, so Sid took the picture like this. This is how Sid took the photo of me. Oh, Clash of Clans. Okay, I got you. Then this was actually when I landed at the airport. And these are some gifts that Sid and Spress got me, which was so sweet. Sid got me this little cow. I'm going to show it to you guys. So Sid went to a festival and got me this little cow. Look at him. I say it's like a Moo Bloom cow from Minecraft. Look how cute he is. He's Lelo. So she gave me this. She apparently showed this on stream months ago and was like, guys, don't tell Mac about it. And no one told me. And I love it. It's so cute. I love him very much. And then Dr. Espresso has a 3D printer and printed this for me. How nice is that? Look at this. Oh, CD, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Look how cute this is. You know what's so funny is he made one of these. Sorry. He made one of these for Sydney like a year ago. And I said, can I buy one from you? Can I pay you to make me one? And he made me one, which was really sweet. Isn't it cute? I always wanted a sign like this too. So I'm putting it back there on my bench. It's cute on the bench. Send me their link. I'll buy one. He doesn't have a shop. He just did it for fun. And this is what Sid gave me. I love him. I keep him on my desk now. And then this was 402 at at a hotel building that was 401. And this is his sad face because it doesn't say 402. It says 401. So Sag. And then this is, I'm so backwards. Me and 402 at the airport. I'm holding up a sign that says Sid. Because, oh, you can't see. Hold on. I'm holding up a sign that says Sid. Because she was coming down the escalator. And he was holding up a sign that said Dr. Espresso. You're so happy. I was so happy. And then a tragedy struck. We brought our squishy frogs with us. Okay, we brought our squishy frogs with us. And while we were waiting in line for day one of the con, SIDS exploded all over the floor. And this was the aftermath. And then Dr. Espresso went up to a garbage can when we finally got in and like squeezed them all out in the garbage. And he was like laughing maniacally like, ah. It was so sad. Yes, Jonesy, it happened last year to mine. And this year it happened to Sid's. I know, right, pup? This is a little froggy. Let me see, I have mine. Actually, mine I think is in my suitcase, which is tied outside. So you basically squish it and it like balls come out like a stress ball. History repeats itself, literally. Hi, Malia. Oh my God, it was so good to meet you too. And then here's me and EE outside the partner party when we were leaving. I got to see my Ian. You sound so sexy. Thank you. Soak it all in. Here's me and EE Wawa, my It's Ian Watson. I got to see Ian. It was so sweet. I didn't get to freaking see Matt because Matt left the partner party early. I saw Matt from afar at his set. Actually, I have a picture of him coming up on at his set. And then here's me and Mace. This is the first picture that Mace and I took together. Mace the Moose. Yeah, Matt performed. I saw him at the performance, and then I had to leave right after, so I didn't even get to see him because I had to go to an event that was starting like literally 10 minutes after his set. It was like a whole thing. So here's Mace. This is us. And then me and Sophie. Okay. I think I have put these up here twice. This is me crying from laughing. So at the opening ceremony, do you ever like have something that just tickles you and you're laughing so hard, but you're not supposed to be laughing or making noise? And then you start crying because you're holding in a laugh and you're shaking. Like when 402 was laughing when I said, I smell hot dog. Dan Clancy, during his opening ceremony speech or whatever, when he was talking about stuff, he kept going. He would talk and he wouldn't even move his mouth and he'd go like that because he would clear his throat. But like, I don't know. And I didn't want to be rude, but for some reason it was just making me laugh really hard. And it kept happening. And every time it would happen, I would start laughing and I didn't want to laugh. So I started crying, real tears. And Sid took a picture of me. What if him clearing his throat spread the germ that got you sick? You know what? Maybe. I know, Brewster. I'm like, at this point, based off of all the stuff that happened, I don't feel bad about laughing at that. Anyway, here's Matt Hall and Carmela looking sexy as hell. Oh, yeah, Yeti, I'm sick. I'm not that sick, honestly, though. Like, I just have a head cold. Hi, Lucas. Welcome in. They were so good. They came out in cosplay. Look how hot this man is. I love him. She looks absolutely incredible. So talented. So here's a picture of both of them. I was so happy. I was having the time of my life. I love them. Not just bald at heart. So sad you didn't say hi to him. Dude, I am so upset about it. He texted me apologizing. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm home now. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. Oh, here's me and Sid. Just wiggling our hair around. And this video just made me giggle, so I included it. Thanks, Lucas. Look at us. He has too many abs. I know, he's so fine. And then this is me and Sid holding hands, and Sid and her husband holding hands. So me and Sid holding hands, and then Sid and Spress holding hands. We have to get Soph to have a performance. I know, right? I was tapping through your story my friend saw and was like, oh, cute, a muscle tee. Sid said, yep. And then here's me and Jay Cuppy. I got to meet Jay Cuppy. I met him on Saturday, and he's lovely. He's so sweet. And he meets me and he goes, I thought you were taller. And I was like, no, I get that a lot. Mac. What? What? Wait, did I say something wrong? I was replying. Wait, I can't read replies because of my multi-chat feature. So I can't tell when anyone's replying to anyone. Sorry, guys. I got so stressed. I thought I said something because Sass says rude and then you said Mac. And I was like, oh no. Oh, I am a better hand holder. I am a better hand holder. So here's me and Jacob. Oopsies. I got so nervous. I was like, what happened? Oopsies. Oh my God. Jay Cuppy's so sweet. And then I was so bummed because I was like, Cuppy, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. You should come. And he was like, yeah, I'll come by your stream. And then I got sick and I couldn't stream. I canceled my IRL backpack. So it didn't happen, but at least I found him. And then this is me playing Jenga. Big Jenga. And I was being very sassy with Jenga. Hello, 402. Long time no see. Oh, see, there's some repeats. Was it hard to get an IRL backpack spot? I don't think so. I'm not really sure. I got one. I didn't have to like ask. I just applied for it and then they gave me one. But I had to cancel it because I was sick. I have a question. What is your question? Thank you so much, Ginkgo, for the resub at 2 months. I appreciate it. Why do you sound like that? Shut the hell up. Oh, here's me choking Sophie. Here's me and Sid being cute. This is all at the partner party. I don't know what was happening here. Something happened here. No kisses this year. Oh, here's a gift that I got for Sid. Your face. Dude, I know. I don't know what happened here. I have no idea what happened. Will you yell at San Diego for us? No, I don't care enough, to be honest with you. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't give a shit about the Padres. This little axolotl guy. Remember what happened to Sid at the partner party? Alexa, I want to talk about it so bad. Sid fell. Guys, Sid fell down. Sid didn't talk about it, so I was scared to talk about it because I was like, maybe she was too embarrassed to talk about it. Do you guys remember how Sid face planted at Newark Airport last year or 2 years ago when she visited me? Sid was in heels and she got very, very tipsy and she had an oopsie. Sid fell on her ass in front of me and Alexa and Ian Watson. She was like doing this whole thing and she was laughing and she took a step back in her heels and she twisted her ankle and she just fell and sat on her ass. And I have a picture of us laughing about it so hard. Is it a real party if I don't fall? And then she looks up and she goes, and I was like, Sid, it's okay. It's okay. There is a picture in here that I did. Oh my God, Sid, I can't even explain to you with a photo I just saw that I opened. Where is it? It's so funny. I didn't include it in here because I didn't want to embarrass you. But now that I know you're okay with it, I'm going to embarrass you. Here's Sid moments after she fell. Saying, I can't believe I just fell in front of everyone. Here we go. I can't believe I just fell in front of everyone. And then her laughing really hard that she fell in front of everyone. And she was crying. Name a sport for an edit. How about you come up with original content for an edit, Creeper? I hope this helps. Partner party is on the rooftop. Kind of. It's on like a balcony area. It's like indoor, outdoor. We bumped heads. Oh my God. Yeah, we had our heads together and then we sat back and slammed our heads into each other. It was so funny. Oh, here's me. There are like at least 7 photos of me flipping off the camera this year. I don't know what happened. This was us first day. At this table, I elbowed my glass and it fell on the table and shattered. And I broke my glass. I wasn't even hungry, Sass. I don't even drink. I wasn't drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. If you see me with like a drink in my hand, it's non-alcoholic. I'll get like non-alcoholic drinks and stuff, but I don't drink. It's because I was taking the photo. And then, hold on. And then here's me in Kenya. Here's me and Alexa at the partner party. Your version of smizing or whatever Tyra Banks used to say. Literally. I'm so hungry right now. Here's me and Soph and Sid and Kenya and Mace. This is how tall Mace is. I have like 2-inch platforms on. And Tempe. We got to meet Tempe. She's so sweet. I love Tempe. Oops, sorry. Not the feet. Tempe was so sweet. And then this is me and Sid, day 2 of the con at the convention center. Which I'm so happy she took that picture because I don't really have any pictures. Okay, here's a series of events. This is me trying not to cry, laugh at Dan Clancy during the open ceremony because he kept going, and it made me laugh. I got a hat. Oh, and my hat has been boiled, so I can show it to you. Sorry. I may have ruined my skirt, unfortunately, which is really unfortunate because it was like a $75 skirt because of the bed bugs. But this is the hat that I got. It's wrinkled because it was in all my laundry because I had to deep fry it. But look how cute it is. It's got a little Twitch logo. It's brown and yellow. It's cute. So hopefully my skirt is not ruined. I think it is because here's a bunch of string hanging from it. And I just bought that skirt literally the day before I left. So what do you do if like a hotel gives you bed bugs and it ruins your clothes? What do you do? Do you get compensation for that? Like, can I get compensation for that? Like, hey, I had to leave your hotel and I had to deep fry all of my clothes and you've ruined them because of that. You should had it completely compensated. Bed bugs included. I work at a hotel. Wait, send them an email with pictures and ask for a refund. Okay, so Yeti, they are refunding me the last 2 nights. But they're not refunding me the whole stay, which is interesting. I don't really know how they determined like the last 2 nights. But now I like have clothes that are ruined because I had to deep fry them. So I may have to email them pictures of my clothes that are now ruined and say, hey, I had to email. Like, here are pictures of my clothes that are now ruined because, yeah, so Fuego, I had to dry them on hot, wash them on hot, and dry them on hot again. And a lot of my clothes I have to be hand washed, but I had to put them in the dryer. So, I don't know. Anyway, here's me in my hat. So they shrunk at best. Yeah, but here's a bunch of stuff that's already coming off my skirt. Because it's not supposed to go in the dryer. So let me actually just show you what my skirt looks like so you have an idea. Like, it is fully ruined. So, this is a skirt that is from Free People. If you know, you know. So, and I only wore it once. And I had to fry it in the dryer twice. Because the hotel I stayed at ended up having bed bugs. So, I may go back to the store and buy a new one. Because it's literally stuck to my, I don't know, 07 skirt. I know. Ask them to forward it to management. Okay. The other thing is that it shrunk so much. It was not this short. Like, it's so tiny. Like, my butt cheeks would stick out of this. But it was either dry them or throw them away. So, yeah. I really hope my sweater isn't screwed up too. Let me look. Becky, thank you so much. I hope you had a great birthday. And thank you, Jen. I think my sweater is okay. I think my sweater is luckily okay. Yay. My sweater is okay. I was so worried about this sweater. But well, it shrunk. But, oh my God. Hold on. Oh, it shrunk really bad, actually. Well, I feel like I can pull it. I feel like it's okay. This pic is giving UPS worker. I know, right? Had to deep fry and hope for the best. Yeah, I literally had to. I was literally like, I either deep fry all of these or I throw them away. And if they get ruined, it was either they're going to get ruined or I was going to have to throw them away anyway. So, yeah, unfortunate. And here's me again. I love this little hat. It's so cute. Oh my God, Jaden. Good job, dude. At least there's a chance. With deep fry, at least there's a chance they survive. Wait, no, there's not. Don't tell me that, Fuego, because it's all sitting on my floor now. Is there really? I don't know what to do. Oh, the clothes. I thought you meant the bugs or the eggs. Here's me and Sid with a happy gast. Also, hi, guys, I got to meet Fuego. Fuego is so sweet. I love Fuego. Fuego is like my new favorite. Fuego, I just got so scared. Mwah. I love Fuego. I got to hang out with Fuego. He was so cool. This is me and Sid and the happy gast. It was so cute. I met some cool people at the Minecraft booth, which was really sick. I should wet the cardigan and try to reblock it. I think the cardigan's fine. I think the skirt is not fine. So after that heat, they all did. Okay, slay. And then here's me pointing to a TwitchCon sign. And I just realized this poor person. Hold on. TikTok, please. I hate when it makes me verify things. Okay. This poor person, I think, was running to dodge the photo, and I didn't realize. Skirt is toast. No, Fuego, I ended up leaving early because I was dead. Like, I was so sick. And then here's me again pointing to this sign for some reason. Beta! Beta, that is so sweet. Thank you so much for the $50 tip. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I will go replace my skirt. I'm going to go to that because the other thing is it's a boutique. I didn't actually go to Free People because I don't have any Free Peoples around me. But I have a boutique that sells Free People clothes. And so I went to the boutique and I'm going to have to go back. Thank you so much. I drank a whole bottle of soju and I could not even. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Beta Welsh. You are so sweet. You were so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, get rallied again, drove home. Oh my God, Peacekeeper. Oh, here's me. I was setting up babies on clouds and leaving them at the table for somebody to find. I have no idea if someone found these. Oh my God. Also, look at this cute thing I got. It's a little coin purse. It's crocheted. It's a little coin purse. And when you open it, you can put stuff in it. Right now I have 2 Xanax in there. But Fuego! Look how cute. It's a keychain too. So I had this on my badge the whole day and I had all of my babies inside of it. Fuego, thank you so much for the 5-month resub, dude. Did you meet Happy Happy? I don't watch Happy Happy. Like, you mean Happy Happy Gal? I don't watch her at all, so no, I didn't meet her. I don't watch any Fortnite streamers, but I only watched 2 Fortnite streamers, Swearin' and Alexa, and I met them both. I don't have a picture of me and Corey, though, and they're both wonderful. Here's me and Sid. We went to this YouTube creator collective. It was really cool. This event was super cool. YouTube gave me a lot of free merch and I got this really cool sweatshirt. The 2 Xanax in there is iconic. I had it in there for my flight. Do you know Clicks or Clicks? Like the streamer Clicks? Creeper, shut the fuck up. How about that? Make an edit of that. Shut up. Creeper, have you considered making original content instead of like getting other people to make clips, like making clips of other people? Have you considered that? I don't care. I don't want you to make an edit of me, and I don't care about your stupid edit. Creeper's on TikTok, wouldn't you guess? He bought my lunch at Mediterranean restaurant, but filmed me while he did it. Chill, bro. Get the fuck out of here. What? Wait, what? How did you feel about that, Fuego? I don't know who he was. Okay, so Clicks is a Fortnite player, but if I'm not mistaken, is Clicks the person that I saw? Hold on, Clicks video. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I'll tell you why I know Clicks. And why I don't enjoy Clicks. About a year ago, Clicks was doing a live stream, an IRL stream, and there was a kid in the background who was a missing person, who was 17 years old. And he had been a missing person for a while. And I believe his parents found him on stream because Clicks and another person, I think Lacey, were making fun of him, saying that he was tweaking. But really, his parents were like, he's been missing. He has schizophrenia. He has something. And he's mentally not well. And they were just IRL streaming this kid without his consent. He's a minor and he was a missing person. And they were making fun of him. And then the parents obviously were like, or his brother, I think, reached out to Clicks and was like, where is this? My brother's been missing. And so they found him because of the stream. But yeah, Fuego, you might be in a YouTube video if he filmed you. Just so you know. I don't like Clicks because it's IRL streaming that I think is not correct, not good. Making fun of people for stream content regardless of the situation is wild. Yeah. It's insane. Hi, Phoenix. Welcome in. So, to each their own, but I have always been very anti-IRL streaming when you're utilizing people without their knowledge for your own content and then making fun of them, especially somebody that was mentally unwell, at risk, and everything like that. So, Fuego, that's who that is. Quitting my job soon, baby. There you go, Fuego. Look out for yourself in a video and see if you're non-consensually posted online. That's so weird. I remember being in Disneyland and we were behind a Spanish voice of Simba and he was vlogging. I looked it up and was in the video. Get your bag, king. People are so messed up. They really are. Speaking of messed up, here's me trying to shoot baskets and I think I only got one in. I'm really bad at this, by the way. You look so tall in this picture. This one? I feel like I look extra short. I didn't see a cent. Awful. I kept missing. I got one basket. I'm a foot sport person. Oh my God, that's exactly what I just said in there. One is better than nothing. There, that one went in. That one went in. Yeah. I'm 6'2" IRL. I am. Jenna would be proud of your game. Thank you. There we go. I got one. I got one basket. Then there's me, Sid, Ven. This is my only picture I have of Venalia. Takes talent to miss that much. Thank you, Prototype. And this is 402. And then here's me flipping off the camera again for some reason. Mac towers over me. Right, yeah, totally. Hi, Mystical Marie over on TikTok. How's it going? This and Connect 4 basketball are the only times I can make a shot. This is me, Sid, Soph, and Kenya. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, I almost called you by your name. Hi, Sidster. How's it going? Welcome in. Here's us waiting for the Girly Pop meetup to start. Here's me doing Jenga, but I was actively in the process of yelling at Sid. Oops. I was actively in the process of yelling at Sid, which is why my face looks like this. I think I was telling her to shut up or something. I was like, shut up. And here's me again, flipping off the camera because Sid is saying something to me. Why am I like this? I pronounce it Jenga. Sid pronounces it Jenga, which doesn't make any sense to me. There's no I in there. Here's Sid's thigh, and Spress was holding her leg, so then I was holding Spress, who was holding her leg. Your love language is hate. That's so true. That's love. Hi, Leah. Welcome in. That pretzel looks good. It was so good. This is my wife, and this is my wife's husband. And Spress looked over at me and was like this. And then here's me and my agent Kasha and Vinny, Zesty Bestie, and Sid. Vinny's so tall. I had no idea he was that tall. He's so tall. I ate like 30 of those. Beta, I ate 2 and they were so good. I had the cinnamon one and then I had the regular one. Spress is quite cool. I had a good time chatting with him at the Froge meetup. Spress is so cool. He's the coolest. I love him. I thought you said you didn't meet any Fortnite streamers. No. I said I don't watch any Fortnite streamers, but you know what? I do watch Vinny play Fortnite. That's true. I know he is so tall. And then, oh, I showed these twice. And this is the last picture I had where the hotel asked me to vacate the premises because they didn't want to spread the bed bugs. This is me right after they called me on the phone to make sure I left the hotel because they didn't want me in the hotel. I asked them, yeah, that's Ice's real name. It's Vinny. So I asked them if they could, because I was checking out early because I found bed bugs. And I said, can you hold my suitcases? And she looked at me like I shot a puppy. And I was like, and she was like, no, we don't want things to be contaminated. And I'm like, okay. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, you're looking at me like I'm like disgusting. I felt so embarrassed. And then when I went outside to their patio and they called me on the phone saying, you're not still at the hotel, are you? And they were like, and I was like, no, I'm sitting outside. And she went, oh, okay, good. And I was like, and I was so scared they were going to come get me and tell me to leave. So I took my stuff and I left the actual premises because I didn't want to be embarrassed. They gave you bed bugs and acted like you gave them bed bugs. I know, that's kind of what happened. And what's crazy is that they offered to put me in another room and I said no. And then they wanted me to leave and wouldn't hold my stuff for me. And I was like, but you just offered to put me in another room. So why are you acting like I'm the problem? I'm confused. Like I'm the one that has clothes that are ruined now because of you guys. What are you talking about? But anyway, that was my time at TwitchCon. This one time at TwitchCon. Oh my God, Jonesy, I just saw your DM. Oh my God, wait, here's a picture of me and Ben. Here's a picture of me and Ben. Hey, Ina, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, exactly, Kath. Here's us not flipping off the camera, but it's blurry. Same height. I'm taller than Ben. I'm taller than Ben by a little bit. We took off our shoes and went back to back, and I'm taller. Hee hee. All right, I'm back to just chatting now. Shouldered the cost and let it happen. Choose your fighter, blurry or flipping off the camera. Which one? So, with all that being said, I did the nightmarish part of TwitchCon for me was the bed bugs again, 2 years in a row. Literally, Spress looked at me and was like, surely next year we break the cycle, right? Like, surely this doesn't happen again next year. Like, surely we won't get bed bugs 3 years in a row. Hi, Spirit Wolf, welcome in. 2 years in a row is wild. Where the heck are you staying? I stayed in the nicest hotel, Beta Welsh. The nicest. Thank you, Kai. No, what's crazy, Sass, is that I loved the hotel we stayed in, and I will stay there again. I honestly think sync. I think that, like, it's I don't know. I think maybe it's, like, the area. Because there are also roaches everywhere, too. It was weird. I got unlucky. I did. I'm like, how does this shit happen? I just realized you're live on TikTok. Won't they get mad for saying that? I don't know. I'm at the point today, though, where I'm not doing gaming, so I don't really care as much. They haven't gotten me any bad stuff yet, though. Why roaches? I don't know. I found roaches on the street while I was walking. But all in all, I thought I still had a great time. I still had a great time at TwitchCon. I really enjoyed myself. So yeah. Does TikTok not allow you to say purple app? No, I can. I can say purple app, but I am honestly like so tired right now that I just can't censor myself. I can't think that hard about censoring myself. Cause I censor myself when I do like a lot of gaming content, but if I'm doing just chatting, I'll only have like 10 to 15 viewers anyway. So I'm glad you had fun. I did. Any goodies to show? So not really. I have Disco Guy. I got hymns. Look how cute he is. He's a coin purse. I love him. He's so cute. And then I also got this keychain of Killua. Look at him. On one side, hold on. On one side, he's all cool. And on the other side, he's all mischievous. Isn't he cute? Mischievous Killua and cool Killua. And I keep it on my phone. He's so cute. It makes me so happy because they never have Hunter x Hunter stuff. I'd say TwitchCon was a lot for me, but I enjoyed it overall. I think there are some things that need to be changed for sure. I had a weird experience in the bathroom where the women's bathroom on the first floor was connected to the gender neutral bathroom, which is like odd in general. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. So like usually, how it works is, so there was an entrance and a plaque that said women's, an entrance down further and a plaque that said gender neutral. But when you walk in through both of them, they connect in the middle. So it's like one is an entrance and the other is an exit. Like you could walk in, walk down, and exit. So it wasn't a women's bathroom. It was a gender neutral bathroom, which I don't know how it works in California, but in where I'm from, in Jersey, usually a gender neutral bathroom is one stall, kind of like how a family bathroom is usually like one stall. Just like one individual bathroom that locks on its own, kind of like if you were to go into a restaurant, it's one bathroom. That's how it is, at least where I'm from. But what happened that was so strange about it was that they had the gender neutral entrance, the women's entrance, and then the men's room was closed for a haunted house, which was so weird. So then men were walking into the women's bathroom and staring at all of the women. And Sid and I walked in because we saw plaques on the wall that said women, that said men's, but it was for haunted house. It was so stupid, honestly, in my opinion. the women's bathroom entrance, which said women, so I thought it was just a women's bathroom, and then the gender neutral bathroom. And I said, well, I'm going to go into the women's bathroom. And we walked in, and then we noticed that the gender neutral entrance was just the exit for the women's bathroom. So it was the same bathroom. And it wasn't being used as intended. So it wasn't like I walked in and it was like, oh, a bunch of like gals and non-binary pals. Like, it was cis men who were just like this, like staring at you in the bathroom. It was really uncomfortable. Sid and I walked in and immediately saw like 5 cis men just staring. And we both looked at each other and she went, oh, and I went, oh. And we felt really uncomfortable. And we went to the bathroom really quickly and left. And we were talking about it outside. And I was like, that's not normal. That wasn't normal. I don't know why that was like that. Yeah, the bathrooms did have open holes. Of course they did. We're in America. And I did not like that. And then there's a female security guard who was stationed outside the women's side of the entrance. And she overheard us and she stopped us and she goes, you guys should really say something because I've said something and it's not right. And she's like, I've literally heard men go into the bathroom talking about how they were excited to go into the women's bathroom. And she's like, they're being creeps. And I was like, oh. I said, yeah, that's not right. I said, the labeling's wrong too. Like, it doesn't. And she's like, yeah, it's not right. That was like my main negative experience. But that, as far as I know, was the only bathroom that was like that. So like, I just went to a different bathroom. I never used that bathroom again the entire time. But generally speaking, it didn't make sense for me to walk into a bathroom that had a women's plaque on it and see men in there. It was really strange. The signs were literally incorrect. Yes, Carly, it was at the San Diego Convention Center. And like, that's not a TwitchCon issue. That's the convention center issue. Like, TwitchCon doesn't put up the plaques and make the building how it is. Yeah, exactly, Kenya. Both signs should have said gender neutral. And then you decide if you want to go in or not. And the other thing is, like, I saw somebody say like that she should have turned the men away. And I'm like, you can't do that though. Because if it's a gender neutral bathroom, they have every right to use it. But the signs are incorrect, where one entrance said women's and the other entrance said gender neutral. And that was my biggest issue, because then by them closing the men's room next door, it was giving men an additional reason to use that bathroom and like giggle about it and be creepy and weird. It was uncomfortable for me. I didn't like it. And like, to be very clear, it was cis men. Like, I posted this on Twitter. I'm not talking about trans men and women. I'm not talking about gender fluid individuals. I am talking about cis men who are just using it to be creepy and look at girls up close. Oh, Crafted, I use an app called Social Stream Ninja to combine. It's called Social Stream Ninja. Yeah, it was really weird. So Sid and I both said we're not using that anymore. And so we didn't go to it ever again. Hi, McStinkler. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. I need to ask you something later. I need to ask you Minecraft stuff later. Totally unrelated. Yeah, this was at TwitchCon. I would still go to TwitchCon next year. I am going to leave them, though, like very, very lengthy feedback. Hi, Guido. I love you. I got to see Guido, too. I got to see Buff Boy Games. I got to meet Zach and Jack. Yeah, Sam, I'm very aware of what happened to Emaru. Emaru had an incident happen as well. If you guys have not seen it, you can look it up. I'm not going to talk super much about that because, again, like, it would just be, you've all probably heard about it already, and it would just be like, there's no point in me having to talk about it with you guys too. Right. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Yeah. So security was interesting. Hi, Johnny Bean. It's good to see you. Yeah, Puppy does live down the street. So security was very odd. Obviously, you had someone threaten to fight you in Artist Alley. Really chill. So you would walk in. It was interesting because there was so much concern about security this year, in particular because of, I'm not going to censor it, but because of what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? Because of Charlie Kirk, there was a lot of concern about public figures and events. There was also a lot of concern about women and their safety at this event, which is why a lot of women pulled out, like Cutie Cinderella and Valkyrie and everyone, walked away laughing. That's so crazy, dude. And so Twitch's response was that they were going to vamp up security and have armed security there, which is like, sure. However, yes, there were a lot of security there, but none of them seemed qualified. I remember I walked in and I had a backpack on me, and never once did they actually look through my backpack. They just kind of like opened it, flashed a flashlight, and went, "You're good." But like I had so many zippers in that backpack, I could have had anything in there. Obviously I didn't, but like if I were a crazy person, I could have, right? And I had a tiny backpack. It wasn't a big one. Sid had this little tiny thing, and every time they like ripped her thing apart. And they never did that to me. It was very weird. Wixie is the kitty here. Yeah, they were so serious about your little purse, but then they never did that. They didn't check bags at all for the block party. They didn't check my bag at all for the block party. They didn't check it at all. I remember when I was walking in, a security guard with a wand looked at the other one and goes, "So what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I looking for?" And the other guy was like, "Oh, just make sure there's no weapons or something." And I was like, this is so unserious. Like, this is so unserious. Let her speak. The little kitty. Who hired you if you didn't know what to do? That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these security guards, I literally heard them say, "What am I supposed to be looking for?" And the other one was like, "Oh, just like weapons and stuff." And I was like, weapons and stuff? That's crazy. Many of my comments on the survey were regarding security. Yeah. So that was like a really big deal. If you didn't see what happened to Emaru, she had a meet and greet, and I'll explain it very lightly, like quickly. I mean, basically a man, so Emaru is about my size. I'm like 5'1", okay? So a woman my size, who is one of the highest profile streamers that was there, had a meet and greet. And a man who's about double her size, so picture a man that's probably like 6 foot something, who wasn't even online for the meet and greet, crossed several different borders of security and was able to walk right up to her and grab her face and try to kiss her. And he engulfed her body because he was so huge, and he tried to kiss her. And her personal security guard, who was not hired by Twitch, not hired by the venue, is the one that grabbed him and pushed him off. And then her personal manager, who was not hired by Twitch, not hired by the venue, is the one that grabbed her and brought her around the back. The reason that is so scary is you could sit there and be like, well, nothing happened, like nothing bad happened. If he had a knife, she would be dead. If he had a weapon, she would be dead. If that were his intention, she would be dead. Because he made physical contact with her. And then he just walked away and walked out of the venue on his own. She was assaulted. And Twitch security did not do anything about it until 2 hours later. And she is one of the highest profile streamers. And the only reason, and he only got, so at first they gave him a 30-day ban off the platform. They gave him, I'm also really sick, so I'm speaking backwards a little. Twitch gave him a 30-day ban off the platform, which who the fuck cares? He could just make another account. And then finally they were like, oh, well, now he has an indefinite ban and now he's banned from like events. But Emaru's manager is the one that called the police. She's pressing charges against him. She doesn't know if she's going to press charges against Twitch or not. She doesn't know yet. If you haven't looked it up, go look it up. She made it's like a 45-minute VOD recording on her YouTube channel. I encourage you to go watch it because she really goes in depth about it. And she's never going to attend another TwitchCon, which is sad, you know, but like, it's really sad. Yeah, the video's on Twitter. You can find it there. Hi, Willow. Welcome in. Yeah, Meowski. And so that's the other thing about physically disabled. The Minecraft Championships had a physically disabled creator. And they had no accessibility ramp in order for him to get up on stage when he won an award. So they had to wheel him in his wheelchair in front of the stage. Yeah, it was Scar. Because there wasn't any accessibility. And they knew that they were having a disabled creator. There was a lot of things that I think went wrong this year in terms of safety and accessibility. I had a couple negative experiences with IRL streamers. I was on multiple streams without my consent. Like, people just put me on their stream and I didn't want to be. I know, he is so sweet. And Sid witnessed this. Vinny witnessed this. I had a guy who was walking in front of me and kept putting me on his stream, and I would duck out of the way and he would follow me. And I was like going like this, trying to get out of the way, and he kept going like this to get me on his stream, and I had no idea who he was or what he was doing. And it was so bizarre. I was like, if I'm going like this and I don't want to be on your stream and I don't even know you, it's not like he was even talking. He didn't even look at me. He was just like putting the camera with me. It was really weird. The IRL streamers were so out of hand. It was like very uncomfortable. And there were so many people that were not moving out of the way. They were causing a scene. They were screaming all the time. It was a lot of like clip farmers. I'm not talking about people with the IRL backpacks were so respectful. Like Vinny did an IRL stream. It was so respectful. I'm talking about the people that brought their own equipment and were like screaming and like acting like they were kick streamers. It was too much. And like, I know Twitch used to have a rule that you couldn't IRL stream unless you signed up for the IRL backpack. And I want them to go back to that because it was really bad this year. It was really, really bad this year. So if you did go to TwitchCon, I highly recommend you fill out the survey and give them really honest, critical feedback. Give them honest criticism so that they can adjust for next year so that we can all have a better time. Yeah, exactly. It was like a lot of kick streamers that attended. Kind of sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, but honestly, like, yeah, there were some really negative experiences, but I still had a really great time and I still will attend next year. This is like my one event, you know, where I get to meet so many lovely people and I'm not going to let a lot of those like cons outweigh the pros. The way I got touched and then asked after. Yeah, it's so bizarre. It's hard because in public, you legally don't have any protections. So yeah, so Cuckoo, I was saying this on Twitter, right? Legally speaking, and I know this as a photojournalist, I was in photojournalism. If you were in a public space, you have no legal right to privacy. So TwitchCon is a public space. You have no legal right to privacy. However, there is something called media ethics. So the person who's filming you has an ethical decision to make on if they want to be ethically correct or ethically incorrect. If you ask not to be filmed, it is their ethical duty to honor that. If they violate that, they are being unethical. You can't really do anything about it, but they are making that choice. So it is all about media ethics at that point, and if you want to be a good person or not. TwitchCon isn't a private venue. It's a public event. So you buy tickets to it. It's like a concert, right? You have to have tickets to get in, but it is a public space. So technically, no, it's not a private event or a private venue. What would be considered private, though, is like the bathrooms inside TwitchCon would be private, right? If a creep is taking pictures of me in public, I can't do shit about it. No. Unless they're taking inappropriate photos, like up your skirt or something. But no, you can't legally really do anything about it. Partner lounge is private too, right? Yeah, if you look up the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, they actually have really great insight on the laws around your right to privacy. So you know what you actually aren't protected by. If you're like inside like a gym, I think that's private. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know. It depends on the institutions, you know? Like some universities are public universities and you have no right to privacy on campus grounds. But if it's a privately owned university, you have that right. So it depends. I know, Soph. Not sure if this was already talked about, but I wish that the no streaming zones were better enforced. Me too. Me too. I appreciated hearing the Backpack IRL streamers asking each person if they were okay being on stream. Yeah, 100%. 100%. People were really, I'm telling you, like Easy IRL too. They're a wonderful company. They were even posting tweets being like, hey, just a reminder, you don't need to IRL your stream every single moment of TwitchCon. Like, enjoy being in the moment. I really like them as a company. No, same here, Sass. In the UK, hotels, for example, are not public spaces. Yeah, no, hotels are like that. They're private. Yeah, hotels are private. How bad was the security there? For instance, the thing that happened to Emaru. Yeah, I would say, I wouldn't say the security was like god awful, but I will say the security was very amateur for an event that really should not have amateur security. Yeah, Soph's IRL stream was so respectful, 100%. Was there security? Yeah, there was a ton of security, but I don't think any of them were really properly trained. For instance, when I was entering, I saw two security guards talking to each other. They held the metal detector wands, and one of them said to the other, "What am I supposed to be looking for?" And the other one goes, "Oh, like weapons and stuff." And I was like, "Did you guys like not get trained on this, or like weapons and stuff? What?" I don't know. I was there. Lurk, enjoy your lurk. If a venue or money is somehow publicly owned, receives government endowment funds, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy. Yes. Yeah, so that's the other thing we see is that the block party, there was a store open in the block party that was selling switchblades, which is so unsafe. I asked 3 people where the entrance to the con was on day 1, and the closest any of them got was to pointing me to the accessible entrance. How is that allowed? I know. Yeah, it was very interesting. I didn't know about that either, Bedizzle, until someone tweeted it and said that she reported it to the security at the front and they didn't do anything about it. Saying like, hey, you have a shop here that's open that's selling switchblades. This could be very bad. And they just were like, I hope they take the feedback this year and make good changes for next year. 100%. That's why I keep saying to everybody, like, there are some major setbacks that happened, but they will not change unless we as a community do our part to submit very reasonable, valuable feedback. And I'm not talking about like, fuck you feedback. I'm talking about like, here is everything that I would like to see changed. And here's how I think you can change that to make me feel more comfortable as a consumer and an attendee. There was no staff united front. Nobody on staff knew what was going on. Yeah, at one point, I remember they said VIP entrance is over here. And I looked at a woman and said, I don't know what that means. And she said, VIP. Are you VIP? I said, I don't know. What is VIP? And then I said, what is VIP? And she goes, I don't know. And I was like, okay. VIP was partner. I was like, why would you call partner VIP? Yeah, Sid, I did talk about the bathroom. I told everybody about the bathroom. Switchblades are illegal in California. Oh, I might be misspeaking. It could have been like pocket knives or something. It was knives of some sort. I just am used to saying switchblade because like I'm just used to saying that. What happened with masks? Some people, I don't know because I didn't wear a mask, but some people were being asked to take their masks down when they entered, but some people weren't. It was very odd. I'm not going to go into like repeating all the like details about the bathroom experience, but I posted it on my Twitter in depth if you want to go read about it. Just the only reason I say that is because I'm going to start wrapping up soon because my voice is so exhausted. I can't go for too much longer. Inconsistent mask rules, especially for VTubers. Yes. Some people wore full face costume masks all day and you have no idea who they were. That's true too. Why needed to be asked at all? Thank you, Sid. I almost said Sink. Oh, thank you, Gingy. Welcome in. I wonder if event security were just volunteers. In college, we used to be required to volunteer at venue security. It kind of felt like it. It felt like they didn't really spend a lot of money on security. And there wasn't a lot of guidance. Like, I remember getting into the opening ceremony was a mess. It was a mess. They had all these weird separate lines. And then they had VIP lines that weren't identified and no one knew what that was. And then a guy looked at me and goes, you're VIP because you're a partner. And I said, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would partners be VIP? Like, VIP should be like, if it's VIP, that should be like very important person. I'm just a partner. I'm just like you, like an affiliate. It was weird to separate it by that label, in my opinion. Did you go to the drag showcase? I couldn't because I had my YouTube event at the same time as that. There are plenty of partners who are very unimportant, I assure you. Me being one of them. Very important partner. I would say like VIP should be people like Julian or something. You're important to me. Thanks. Oh my God. My eyes are sleepy. Literally was typing me as you said that. My favorite part of TwitchCon is hearing everyone's perspectives after. Honestly, it's so true. The drag showcase was amazing. I loved how many of them were super small creators. Will was in there. Will Jinkies. I love Will. And I was so sad I missed her performance. I didn't know why these cons have temp hire security instead of hiring literal security. I know, I agree. Maggie met Julian and got a pic with them. I'm so pissed. Well, I'm happy for Maggie. I got to meet Maggie too. Maggie's such a sweetheart. Literally the most beautiful person in person. Trixie was the most important person there. Honestly, real. They had 3 different companies. That's the communication just, whew. Interesting. Interesting, princess. Let me see if I have some stuff I can show you guys. I can show you the Sims stuff I got. It's cute. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so to start, obviously, yes, I got my headband that I love. But they gave you this really cute tote bag which mine is kind of faded because I had to run it through the dryer 8 times because of the hotel. But look how cute it is. Simmet and C. It's so cute. Hi, Merkel. Illy, how you doing? And then I also got this t-shirt. Look how cute. It's so cute. And this is the back. Isn't it adorable? I love it. And then I got socks. The other sock is somewhere else. Oh my God, I just got so scared because I saw that. It's a fuzz. It's another piece of my skirt. I got these socks. And they say Simmet and C. See? Simmet and C. It's so cute. I don't understand why shirts have designs on the back. I guess so people can see it from the back. I don't know. I need those socks. They're so cute. I think you could probably buy them online on the EA shop. By the way, if you buy anything on the EA shop, use code BobbyMac at checkout. Thanks. Did I see Pat coming here? Am I losing it? I did see Pat. Hi, Pat. How you doing? Oh, the merch this year was really cute, but so expensive. There was like a quarter zip I wanted, but it was $70. And I was like, for TwitchCon. And I was like, I'm not going to buy this. So I bought my hat. I like my hat a lot. Donathon for a new skirt. No. Every dollar gets you a strand of the old skirt. Yeah, guys, if you're coming in late, the day I was leaving my hotel, I found bed bugs. And so I had to fry all of my clothes, which in turn ruined some of my clothes because they have to be hand washed because I have I always get like cute little things. And so my skirt that I love that I literally just bought last week is ruined from being dried, washed, and dried again on a high heat cycle. This is what it looks like now, in case you were wondering. So, yeah. So, yes, Connor, I did. I also got, I'm really sad about this. I had Sid, you can make part of it a costume. Yeah, honestly, I could probably use it for something. Flintstone cosplay. I am going to see if the hotel has refunded me yet. The hotel's supposed to refund me for the last 2 days, and then I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to see what clothes are ruined, send them pictures of it, let them know, and see what they do, if they care. Do you think it could be saved? I don't know. I don't know. Here's hoping. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it shrunk a lot. Fatal Welsh. Hi, Will. Will, I was just talking about you. I didn't get to see Will. I was so pissed. Thank you for gifting this up to Merkel. If you need someone to pretend to be a lawyer. My dad's a lawyer, so it's okay. It's not that big of a deal to me. Like, I'm not going to push it that hard. I'm just going to let them know, hey, my clothes are ruined because I stayed at your hotel that had bed bugs. So it would be nice if you can compensate me for the clothes that I have to replace. Can you do that for me, please? I know. Thank you so much, Will. You also, your outfit's 8. You at the drag showcase? Are you fucking kidding me? Can you ask your dad about it? It's something that I truly feel. There are some things that are not worth fighting. Do you know what I mean? And I know if I brought that up to my dad, he would say, Ken's, that's not worth fighting. And I agree. It's a skirt. It sucks. But as long as I don't bring anything, if I can come out of this unscathed with no bed bugs in my home, that is the most important thing to me. Let's not skirt the issue. What would he know? He's a man. Okay, but my dad, like, yes, he's a man, but my dad is so girly pop. Hi, Luke. I love you. The nails are slaying. Thank you. I love my nails. Look at them. They're so cute. They're chrome. He's my hero. She threw kisses and did illy to you. But yeah, so some fights honestly are not worth fighting. And to fight a hotel over a skirt when they're already comping me 2 nights at the hotel, that already saves me a good chunk of money. So I am grateful that they're even doing that for me. So I'm thankful for that. They were very easy to work with. Wembu, thank you so welcome on in on TikTok. They were very easy to work with. So you're the person I was most anxious to meet. Really? Why? Thank you for the lurk, Moon. Yeah, somebody else in Sid's stream said that they saw me, but were too scared to say hi. I feel like I'm really easy to talk to. Some things aren't worth fighting for. Protect your mental health, real. If she was mean, I'd fight her for you. Oh, I would have fought. Sid's husband was like, if you need me, you call me. And I was like, okay, I'll handle it. But if I need backup, I'll let you know. You're so scary. Did you see my drawing of you? How long has this stream lasted? I've been live for 2 hours. Your love language is hate and you flip everything off. That's true. Hi, Ben. Ben, it was so nice to meet you as well, guys. I got to meet Ben at TwitchCon as well. Imagine Bobby being intimidating. Listen, some people are scared of me. It gives me mental power. Bobby was really scary, so I kept running away. Sorry you had to learn him like this, everyone. That's why I couldn't find Will. Makes sense now. Yeah, but all in all, yes, I have some critiques of how I think TwitchCon could be better next year. But all in all, I had a positive experience, and I'm very, very happy. /person scared of you here. Mac was in bed before 8 p.m. every night. She couldn't hurt anyone while she was sleeping. True. The real TwitchCon is the gay bars afterward. I wouldn't even know because I was so tired every single day from going event to event to event that I just never got there. Like every night, Jack would message me. Like Jack and Zach would text me and be like, hey, want to come to this? And I'd be like, I do, but I'm exhausted. Oh, Ben, you're so sweet. Thank you. Miracle Boy, welcome in. How's it going? Hire me to be your security. But you know what's crazy? Emaru said that she spent over $10,000 just to have security at this event. Bring TwitchCon to the East Coast. I would love that. It would also save me so much money. That would save me so much money. So much money. Zach and Jack would text me. I would say, man, I don't want to. And then the drag queens would drag me into an Uber. Honestly, real. PAX East. I will be going to PAX East in March. I'm buzzing trying to find somewhere to get lunch. I'm starving right now, which is why I'm about to wrap up because I'm going to make myself lunch, I guess. I woke up really late. You look amazing. Thank you so much. I can't wait to wash my hair. You'll be, oh my God, Will, I forgot you live there. You're a Boston girly, aren't you? So I'll see you in March then. I'll be there. Boston's one of my favorite cities. I love going to Boston. I love Boston. I went to a film festival in Boston because my film was in the film festival a couple of years ago. So I was in Boston for that once. The film festival was awful though. It was so unprofessional. But it was fun being in Boston at least. I didn't realize that I didn't realize that When We Were Young Fest was the same weekend as TwitchCon. Wait, that happened in Vegas too, right? Boston's love language is also hate. I have never been there and I can't wait to visit. It's nice. I like Boston a lot. It's a nice city. I really like Boston. Hi, Ian. I went to Boston for a Bruins game once. I've got to run to catch my flight. Have a safe flight. Love you. Love you. Get home safe. I'm in love with you, Ian. 2023, we're both in Vegas. We went to both. It's a pop punk emo fest in Vegas. Oh, no, I know. But I mean, in 2023, when TwitchCon was in Vegas, it was also the same weekend as when we were Young Fest, right? It's always around the same time. I would love to go, except it's so expensive. I'm like, why can't it be priced like Warped Tour when I used to buy tickets for $35? Ian saw me sit down at the con. Oh my God, Ian, we were talking about when Sid busted her ass at the partner party and fell. It's okay, I got it. Oh my God. It's alright. It made us friends for life. Besties for life. Guys, I really did have such a great time though. I made cool connections with Minecraft peeps, with the girly pops. We had a girly pop meetup. It was so fun. I just had such an awesome time. I wonder if Warped Tour will start getting bigger now that it's back. Is Warped Tour back? That feels like such a scam because they did the last Warped Tour ever and I guess they fixed everybody. I did network so good. I did a good job. It's all right. Mac was an icon. You guys are so sweet. Guys, also on my throne, I put this tiny, it's a skincare mini fridge, but I'm going to use it for Louie's worms. So in my fridge, my people fridge, Louie eats mealworms and they have to be refrigerated. Otherwise they'll die in like a week. Not even, they'll die in like days if you don't refrigerate them. So, and I hate keeping them in the fridge, in the people fridge. I don't like keeping them in there next to my food and stuff. It's kind of gross. So I put it on my throne because it's cute. I thought it was for your face masks. No, it's for Louie's food. That way I can put it under his, cage. Worms in the people fridge is crazy. They're people food if you cook them right, true. Creeper head instead. The only thing is that I want one that's just white so it doesn't stand out. And a creeper head I fear would stand out a lot. It doesn't get as many heavy hitters as the Vegas one. That makes sense. I mean, to be fair, that's how Warped Tour used to kind of be. It was always like a lot of up and coming bands. Ben. I don't know why I did that voice. Ben, thank you for the mini fridge for Louie. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. When I set it up, I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like. That was so sweet. I'm going to have a cute little setup there. Cover it with worm stickers. I'm going to get like worm magnets. I support lizards. The fidge. Oh my God, guys, I have to start wrapping up stream. I can't live like this anymore. Gastine. Hi, Gastine. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That means a lot to me. I hope you have an amazing day. If you guys are watching me on TikTok, I am going to wrap up the live today. Today was just a just chatting stream. I'll be live again tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern time with Minecraft. So I will see you guys for some Minecraft tomorrow. But otherwise, goodbye TikTok. And I'm going to end YouTube as well. Thank you guys for hanging. See ya. Bye TikTok. You next YouTube. Bye YouTube. Okay. Let me X out of this. I think YouTube is... All right, hold on. I'm making sure it's actually ending. Okay, it ended. Slay. I needed to make sure. Louie, if you do exclamation point Louie, he's my leopard gecko. He's my leopard geck. He's my baby boy. He's my baby boy. I am going to raid out, though. Hold on. Then, with the custom sound entry, open up a support ticket in the Discord. Open up a support ticket in the Discord and let me know what you want. If you don't know right away, that's okay, but at least open up the support ticket, okay? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had so much fun. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I typed this wrong. Thank you for all the new subs, resubs, gifted subs, upgraded subs, prime subs. Thank you for all the follows, the cheers. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna raid out today because I'm sleepy. If Sid were live, I would have raided Sid. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I don't think we're gonna raid out today, but we'll raid out tomorrow. I'm sorry today wasn't a long stream. I am sick and I can't keep talking anymore. I need to eat something and rest my voice. But every day I feel a little bit better. So I'm going to eat and take another dose of meds. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging with me today. I had so much fun. I love you all. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Love you. Bye.